villagers have clashed with the police in Hisar Satrod village over acquisition of land meant for cattle grazing to now be given over to a construction of a waterworks department, and the mob turned violent and pelted stones on the police and the officials who had gone to the village to take possession of the land. Joining me now for more on this is my colleague Anand Patel. Anand, So Anand now joins me on the phone line. Anand, land acquisition, especially nowadays, can get very controversial. We're seeing violence that broke out in the shots that we have. Take us through what happened, please.
Well, exactly. Today morning, when the officials of the administration and the water department went over to the village to try and talk to the villagers for the acquisition of the land where this waterworks plant is coming up. The villagers were not in a mood to negotiate. They were not ready for any acquisition, and they told this categorically to the administration officials that they will not part away with the cattle grazing ground, which is the only place where they can graze their cattle. And but the officials were adamant, and they said that since the decision has been taken by the government, they were there to take over the land, and they were accompanied by a police force which tried to disperse the people despite their opposition, and this turned the crowd angry, and the mob violence began soon after. And we can see in the visuals, the mob pelting stones at the policemen, and they were not ready to budge. They were not ready to vacate the area, and the paramilitary forces were called in, and the stone pelting started very soon, and which resulted in a lathi charge and tear gas shelling at the villagers to disperse the mob. The situation there is still very tense. Today, Chief Minister is slated to visit Hisar, and in view of that, heavy police deployment is there in the village and their adjoining areas. This is the Satrod village of Hisar, and a waterworks plant was coming up there, and the administration was taking over the cattle grazing ground for that. But in view of the
situation there is still tense. Does that mean the administration is going ahead with the acquisition of the land, or are they suspending that for now until things calm down?
Well, absolutely. Viewing today's arson and violence and the anger in the crowd, the administration has so far suspended it. The Deputy Commissioner was there on ground, and he told the village heads that the administration will not go ahead with the acquisition as of now. The decision would be taken by the government later on, but today, as of now, since the Chief Minister is visiting the area, visiting the district, so the administration has so far suspended the land acquisition.
All right, so the situation on the ground is still tense, and for now it seems the villagers have gotten their way, for now at least. Thank you, Anand Patel, for joining us with those details.